What's going on, everybody? Jose Delgado here, Realtor with EXP Realty, and today what I want to talk to you about is the real truth about no down payment scenarios. So, not anything about the no down payment program, because those are indeed true. I'm just talking about the situation where people assume that you can get into a home with no money, although it does state no money down. So that's what I want to inform you about, is the truth about no money down situations, I guess. So just a little bit of educational on there. It does take some money to get into a home. What I mean by that is a couple things. So when you submit your offer, the one thing you're going to submit with your offer, here I am in the state of Washington, so it is called earnest money. Now what earnest money is basically it's a good faith security deposit with your offer, letting the seller know that you are serious about your offer. So typical earnest money amount is about 1% of the purchase price. Now, if that can't be done, at least a minimum of $1,000. That's at least a minimum. So that's the one thing, out-of-pocket expense, is the earnest money. Secondly is going to be your inspections. Inspection is going to come after your home or your offer on your home has been accepted. You're going to move forward on an inspection. Inspection, give or take, here in the area is going to be about $400 and up, just depending on what else you need inspected, such as like maybe a well, a septic tank, sewer. But just a normal home inspection, it's going to run you about $400 plus, given on the size of the home. So after that, so that's the second thing that you would need some money out of pocket for. After that is going to be the appraisal. Now, an appraisal is the professional opinion of an appraiser for given the value of the home. The bank wants to know that the home that they're lending on comes in at value of what they're going to lend on it. So an appraiser or appraisal is going to run about, give or take, $750 and up. So those are the three things there: your earnest money, your inspections, and your appraisal. So those are some upfront out-of-pocket expenses that you would need to come up with. Last but not least is the closing costs and prepaid. So if those are not negotiated as part of your offer and your transaction, then those are some that you would need to come up with out of pocket. So roughly, give or take, on about a $250,000 home, you're going to be looking at about anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000 total for your closing costs. So again, if those are not negotiated as part of your offer, then that's something that you're going to need to come up with out of pocket to cover those. But that is the number one goal of your realtor. At least that is my number one goal, to help my clients negotiate the closing costs, so that way it's minimal for them to come into the table with only the upfront out-of-pocket expenses like I just mentioned. Again, earnest money, inspection report or inspection, and appraisal. So those are things that you would need some money upfront to cover some of those expenses. Now, I hope this has kind of helped in clarifying the no money down situations, where it does indeed take some money to buy a home, and hopefully that has clarified. So please, if this has brought any value to you, if you know anyone that could benefit from this, share this with them. My goal is to provide as much value as I can. If I've taught you something that you didn't already know, I've done my job. I want to thank you again for sticking around. This is Jose Delgado with EXP Realty, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.